It's no use. I just can't fall back to sleep. I was kind of hoping for a do-over in that dream, so I could see what happens if I let Corvo murder me in it. Just got this horrible feeling, like I've made a terrible mistake in doing that. Well, I'm BurningDogFace. And this is... Let's play the Brigmore Witches, the DLC chapter for Dishonored. You know what occurred to me? After I finished the Knife of Dunwall, that, while he's definitely got more non-lethal options than, Corvo did, it's actually a little bit harder for, Daud to go loud. You know, he only gets the same crappy pistol the guards use, and he can't upgrade it. He doesn't get the sticky grenades. He doesn't get the summon rats power. He does get summon assassins power, mind you.
They say he let Rothwild live. Is Daud getting soft?
Rothwild's not coming back anytime soon. You should spend more time thinking about your form.
Anytime you think I'm a little soft, you're welcome to come by my office. Bring a blade.
Okay, so I'm not making any noise walking around normally. It's a really interesting wall out there, huh? Shit. I guess I Mario'd him. But... Alright, just a second, I'll get us into the state I was in at the end of at the beginning of this video. My bad. Okay. And just to make sure... Don't mind if I do. How many dollary dues is that? 613, not bad.
Corvo's out there, Daud. It's a matter of time before he shows up here.
He's got the Lord Regent's army to chew through first.
What are you going to do when Corvo arrives?
He won't make it past the Weepers and the river crusts. The city's changed since he was the royal protector.
I don't think Daud actually believes that.
If Corvo...
Enough about Corvo. You should be preparing for Brigmore.
As you wish.
You know what, folks? I have to know. I have to know. I didn't get any. Oh no, that was the saves, not loads. It doesn't list the auto saves when you go to the save option.
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart, the men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch.
He choked that guy. He didn't kill him.
Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
Do it!
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
I don't think anything else has changed. Well, I guess I know now. Okay, so I'm loading the game from when I defeated Corvo in the dream. And I'm actually showing the loading process because I wanted to share this bit with you. Choosing your mark. Overseers assaulted your hideout, tipped off by the witch Delilah Copperspoon. Now you're preparing to retaliate. So I just thought that was interesting. Yeah, I loaded the game because that's what I chose to do in the end. I wasn't thinking about it, admittedly. That's what I chose to do. Now let's get ready on with it.
Taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about.
You don't have to remind me. It's Billy's doing that the Overseers found us. That wasn't Daud.
Daud should have caught it. And now witches? He's not the man he was.
Quiet. You're going to get us killed.
Sup?
Daud. Ever vigilant, I see. Are we leaving soon to Brigmore?
Interesting times, gentlemen. Overseers in the flooded district. Witches abroad in the city. Traitors in the ranks. I'd be nervous too. Then I'd remember who killed the Empress in Dunwall Tower and came out untouched.
The Knife of Dunwall, a survivor's tale. From a street pamphlet containing a sensationalized sighting of the assassin Daud. Gentle reader, be assured that your coin is well spent today. What you read here may one day preserve your life and your sanity. No one has seen the Knife of Dunwall and lived to tell of it. Until now. The sun was setting, a bloody stain against the sky, silhouetting the noble contours of Rothwild's slaughterhouse. The stench of blood, the flesh of men and whales, soured the air. Daud slithered from the sewers, his body slick with gore and crawling with vermin that no mortal man could have tolerated. His shadow stretched out before him on the ground and revealed his true nature, a horned thing warped by heresy. A shape too terrible to put into words, my gentle readers. A sorcerer from the void, without question. I could hear the moans of the dying workers he left in his wake. But he did not even pause to acknowledge their plight, for his heart is colder than Tyvian ice. Instead, he let out a guttural howl of victory, the shock of which snuffed out the life of those poor dying workers, and then he bounded away, moving from roof to roof, back towards the streets. And this is where I thought this chapter would end until I heard the music. The grinding metal music of the overseers echoed from the nearby alleyways, and I knew there would soon be a fight. With only my sense of duty to the fallen citizens of Dunwall to keep my fear from overtaking me, I inched closer to the mouth of the alley for a better vantage. A brave contingent of overseers had captured one of Daud's lieutenants lurking in the alley. He or she, for I could not tell beneath the thick leather of the industrial whaler suit, was prone and tied with sturdy ropes surrounded overseers. But their fixation is ultimately their undoing. Daud fell from above, moving through the air as easily as a falcon. I swear it upon my spirit. Without sound, he glided down amongst them, and the music maker was the first to die as Daud tore the man's head from his shoulders. The wretched song faded in a discordant wail. Then I watched as the most notorious assassin of our time became a flurry of leather, metal, and blood, deflecting bullets and sword blades with ease. The last overseer, no doubt consumed with terror at seeing his brothers fall so easily, sank to his knees and begged for mercy. Daud spoke a single word that made my entrails squirm in my belly upon hearing it. The overseer shrieked like a madman until his mask split in two, as though struck by some hammer and chisel, and a stream of blood gushed forth in a crack, bathing Daud's boots. I closed my eyes at that point, too overwhelmed to witness any further atrocity. I could only hope that if that foul heretic discovered me next, my life would end swiftly. But when I opened my eyes, Daud is nowhere to be seen. That was the last I ever saw of the Knife of Dunwall. So heed my warning, gentle reader. Should you or anyone you love witness some misshapen shadow fall across your path, or you should hear the slightest rumor of dark words whispered from the rooftops, then flee. Flee with all haste. Well. That's not how I remember it.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Okay, so I don't have to explore the whole area. I think that's the building where I made multiple man piles. I'd seen it at night and in the late afternoon, but I'd never seen it in the morning before. Alright, one last look around. What's this? Don't mind if I do. Oh, and I found a book that I hadn't read yet. I can't remember if I'd clicked on it yet, but I haven't looked over the words. Thomas's Journal. A recent journal entry written in a careful hand. Our troubles began with a name, Delilah, a mystery given to Daud by the face he sees in his dreams, and whose voice he hears when kneeling at the shrines hidden in the lost parts of the city. None of us have ever heard this voice, but we know its power. It spoke to our master, telling him of his coming doom, and saying that solving this riddle was the only way to escape. We knew nothing of Delilah, except that we found a whaling ship by that name. A tenuous connection, but where the outside... I'm guessing this is like a summary of the Knife of Dunwall, because I meant to mention this earlier. The Brigmore Witches came out in August 2013, which, again, they gave it a few months since the release of the last DLC to really focus their attention on it and make it, quality. So if you'd played The Knife of Dunwall in April, and now you're picking this up in August, this book, I'm guessing, is there to serve as a refresher for the story. Yes. A tenuous connection, but where the outsider's word is concerned, there are no coincidences. We discovered the ship was named after a woman who once walked the halls of Dunwall Tower with Jessamine Caldwin. Later she became a painter, an apprentice of Sokolov himself, until she snared an aristocratic patron named Arnold Tempsch. We met with Tempsch's niece, who offered us information on Delilah in exchange for eliminating her uncle. Removing aristocrats is our specialty, so our master agreed. With barrister Arnold Tempsch gone, his niece divulged everything she knew. Delilah was much more than a painter. She was hiding out in the old Brigmore Manor outside the city. But by then we were too late. Delilah anticipated our threat. For some time she had been working a corruptive influence on the best of us, the assassin Billy Lurk. Delilah turned Lurk against us, and together they sold us out to the overseers. When we returned to our hideout in the flooded district, we were swarmed by gold masks and hounds. But Daud is quick and wise in our trade. In the end, he kept us alive, though there were losses. Now our resources are strained. Some of the men are grumbling. I see the strain on Daud's face. Killing the Empress, handing over her daughter, those are not easy burdens to bear, and Lurk's betrayal weighs on him heavily. His sleep is troubled by curses and shouts. Now we make preparations to strike back at Delilah. She is planning something in Brigmore, something that affects everyone in the Isles, and she'll be expecting us. Like our master, she shares her gifts from the outside or with those who follow her. How many are they, I wonder? I have no secrets from my master. My loyalty is without question, but I fear these may be the last days of the Whalers. Perhaps the last days of Daud. Well, thanks to the vote of confidence, I think I'm done here.
Is it time to go, sir?
Wait.
At your pleasure.
Wanted for murder, smuggling, and river piracy. Lizzy Stride, enemy of the city of Dunwall. Oh, good. Oh, no, don't do that. Just trying to find a good spot to read it. Piss! If only Thomas was transparent. Oh, alright, I'll just tilt my head to an awkward angle and read it. The offences of this vulgar woman are crimes under the laws of the City Watch of Dunwall and the edicts of our brave Lord Regent in these times of peril. Reward of 5,000 coins for capture or death. Reward will be paid out by the Wrenhaven River Patrol, in addition to bounties offered by the family of the late Captain Rutherford Farrell and other private citizens or outstanding organizations. Never thought I'd be going back to this place. Were all the charms in this one corrupted? That's gonna suck. Well, I found every dollar-do, which is something I've never done before. I didn't kill anyone, obviously. And, I defeated Corvo in a dream as a special action. Coldridge Prison. Great! Oh, fuck. I almost feel bad about that. A stay of execution for Lizzy. You need Lizzy Stride's boat to reach Delilah's stronghold at Brigmore Manor. Unfortunately, the leader of the Dead Eels gang is locked up in Coldridge Prison, and you've got to break her out.
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players, gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself, that after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzy Stride, and Lizzy Stride is in jail.
Right. Overseer Daud. You are disguised as an overseer. An overseer has been summoned to Coldridge Prison. Your contacts will intercept him and send you in his place. Using this overseer's uniform as a disguise should fool the guards long enough to get you inside. Misplaced rune. A recent sweep of the prison for contraband has yielded a number of heretical artifacts. One of them will accidentally be misplaced for the right bribe. Forged requisition. Forged requisition orders allow your contact to deliver stun mines to the prison. The key to the munitions locker will be hidden nearby. Okay. I won't be able to afford this. But, yeah, let's go for it. Can, however, get this bone charm capacity upgrade. Which I should probably get, let's face it. Stretch. And which I find interesting, because that's more than you could get without using the pre-order statues in the main game. Easy come, easy go. Now that I've spent all my dollary dues. Actually, let's do that in the next episode of Let's Play Sorry, I was going to say the Knife of Dunwall again. Let's do that in the next episode of Let's Play the Brigmore Witches, the DLC chapter for Dishonored. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you then.